Hi, and welcome to Blix. In the next few minutes, I'll walk you through everything you need to know to start analyzing open-ended survey responses with Blix. If you ever spent hours trying to manually code open-ended feedback, you know how tedious that process can be. Blix can help you do that in minutes. By the end of this video, you'll be ready to run your first analysis. So let's dive in. For this tutorial, we will analyze data from a satisfaction survey of a Disney credit card, asking people why they recommend the Disney credit card to other people. Make sure that your file contains column headers in the first row and data underneath. You can include all the demographic information and closed-ended questions in your file as well. To start the analysis, log into Blix and click New Project. Upload an Excel, CSV, or SAP file. Once uploaded, select the columns containing the open-ended responses. You can choose whether this is an open-ended or brand awareness question, and click Import Questions. Now we can see the two open-ended questions we chose to analyze, and the number of responses on each question. I will click Analyze to start the analysis. The next thing we'll do is add our research question. In most cases, this will be the actual open-ended question from your survey. For this example, we'll use why do you recommend a Disney credit card to other people? This step gives Blix the context it needs to generate relevant themes and accurately code your data. You can also use this input to tell Blix more about your product, service, or context of the survey. Next, we choose how to create our code frame. You can load an existing code frame if you're running a tracker, a wave-based study, or want to use a custom code frame you created earlier. Or for ad hoc research and one-off studies, you can simply click Generate Themes and let Blix create a new code frame based on your data. Blix has now generated a suggested code frame with 18 themes based on your data. On the left side of the screen, you'll see a list of codes, along with the percentage of responses assigned to each one. On the right side, you will see the actual responses with their assigned codes. Each response can be assigned to one or more codes, depending on its content. Let's look at the card is cute and works well, for example. Blix automatically coded this under both card design and reliability, even though the words design or reliability weren't used in the response. That's because Blix codes based on meaning, not just keywords, just like a human coder would. When someone says the card is cute, Blix understands they're referring to its appearance and assigns it to the card design theme accordingly. Blix gives you full control over the code frame. You can easily add, rename, split or merge codes to tailor it to your research needs. To add a new code, scroll to the bottom and click Add a new theme. Let's create a new code called I like Star Wars. You can also add instructions or examples to help guide the AI. For example, we'll add include being a fan of Darth Vader. To split a code, you can edit the existing one and create another from the removed part. Let's say we want to split ease of use and convenience into two separate themes. First, we'll rename the original code to ease of use, then create a new theme called convenience. You can also merge codes if you find overlap between themes. And once you're happy with the changes, click Apply Codebook Changes. Blix will then recode your data using the updated code frame, so you can immediately see how the new structure performs. Now we can filter and review the responses coded under the new I like Star Wars theme, using the filter button on the right. You can keep refining and optimizing the code frame until the results fully align with your research goals. Once you're happy with your code frame, click Apply Tags to All Data. This will generate a full report that looks like this. At the top, you'll see a frequency chart showing the 10 most common codes in your data. For example, we can see that the most frequent reasons for recommending the Disney credit card are perks and rewards. If you want to dig deeper into what types of perks people prefer, just scroll down to see a summary of their responses under this code. Blix automatically generates a short summary based on the actual responses. In this case, it shows that perks are often mentioned in relation to earning points, rewards, and discounts for Disney-related purchases. You can also view selected quotes for each code to better understand how people are expressing that theme in their own words. You can filter the report by any variable in your dataset. For example, comparing responses from Argentina versus Australia or any other subgroup. This allows you to see how different audiences respond and what themes matter most to each one. The report screen gives you a high-level, interactive summary of your coded data. When you're ready to take your analysis further, you can export the fully coded dataset for using tools like SPSS, R, Excel, or any BI or research platform you're using for advanced quantitative analysis. You can either select Export Data or from the top right menu, select Export to Excel. The exported file looks like this. It has 3 tabs. The Codebook tab, which include IDs, theme name and summary, and frequency for each code, and 2 tabs for the fully coded data in binary and categorical formats. They start with your original respondent IDs, demographics, and closed-ended survey data, followed by the raw open-ended responses, and finally the coded output, both in textual format and either binary or categorical formats. You can also export designed PowerPoint slides to help you present results quickly and professionally. From the Export menu, choose whether you want to export the current view or break it down by segment, for example by country. Blix will generate a set of editable slides with code frequencies and summaries for each segment. Here's how it looks for Argentina versus Australia. The slides are fully customizable, so you can edit the content, adjust formatting, or just copy them straight into your own deck. We have just done all of this in under 10 minutes. Everything is included to take you from raw text to polished deliverables in minutes. If you have any questions or run into any issues, just click on the chat icon in the bottom right corner of the app. We're always here to help, and we'd love to hear feedback too. You've just seen how to turn days of manual coding into just a few minutes of fast, intuitive analysis. You can now start exploring and see how it works with your own data. Let us know how it goes.